Good morning, everyone. Every small step taken in the right direction can sometimes be the biggest step of your life. Tiptoe if you must, but do take that step. Prameya Health is very happy to inform you that we have completed 1 year of the Joy of Life series, where we have seen our brave hearts show their grit and determination in battling this dreaded disease. The Sahai Fence Reboot Your Life group has brought out so much of talent in our patients, and we have showcased all these through the year in our Joy of Life series. But we just were wondering, is there really some evidence to the impact of these hobbies and passions that the people have in shaping their lives and coming out of these difficult times? Let's listen to Dr. Babsy, who is a senior medical oncologist in the country, and if there is supportive evidence to prove that these things really help. Dr. Babsy?
Thank you, Dr. Lalita. I am very happy to be in this Joy of Light life program. Being a scientific person, I would always like to look at the various evidences which are available. So, in a busy outpatient, we never thought that patients will have so many unmet needs during their treatment and diagnosis. We know that early detection, newer and novel therapies have improved the survival, and we should look at what are the unmet problems of long-term survivors and how to get over it. Probably a holistic supportive coping during treatment and survivorship has immensely improved the quality of life. If you look at all the complementary therapies, there is a lot of evidence using music and dance therapy. Recently, in Times of India, I think about 2 days earlier, there was a report which said there was a randomized study conducted and found that there are MRI brain changes when one undergoes music and dance therapy. So this is a random study and it has been published. And of course, there are many other studies which has looked at music and dance therapy. Many patients, due to impact of cancer diagnosis, has several emotional and physical issues, and they are very disinterested to do any physical exercise like aerobics or strength training exercises. Evidence-based use of music therapy aims to help physical, emotional, cognitive, and social needs of individuals. And dance and music therapy soothes and relaxes, makes people to get involved. The beat and music pulls them out of that post-treatment lethargy. All forms of dance movement to relax the unused muscles, strengthen the muscles, improve the joint mobility and coordination, which behaves like a good physical therapy. The next type of hobbies and complementary therapies which have been seen to have an impact are the art therapy. They can use this to express their feelings and challenges related to cancer diagnosis and treatment. And also, they give a lot of self-awareness and emotional strength and social skills. This has been published in American Art Therapy Association, which also shows that it reduces a lot of distress and resolve conflicts within themselves. An upcoming complementary therapy is gardening. Gardening may help cancer patients cope with difficult diagnosis and maintain health after cancer. It increases the physical activity, a lot of bending, removing the weeds and watering the plants, a sense of belonging, and definitely a time spent outdoors instead of coping inside the room. As one participant in one of famous study stated that after issues, it was extremely rewarding to work with the earth and grow healthy things to eat from the garden, all healthy vegetables coming out, and it gave me a lot of pleasure. All these complementary therapies add a boost to the individual who has undergone a difficult battle and come out successfully, and all these have also an impact on their quality of life, and they get themselves rebooted to face the normal life.
Thank you, Dr. Babsi. That was really insightful. There's so much of scientific evidence to prove that complementary therapy really makes an impact. But I'm just wondering, is it only individuals doing artwork or gardening, or does supportive groups, the support care groups, do they really have a greater impact than an individual doing it on their own? Let's clarify our doubts. Let's ask Dr. Sandhya Ravi, the founder director of Prameya Health, to throw some light on these doubts that we have. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Lalita, and good morning, viewers. Uh, as Prameya has been running this support group sessions, Reboot Your Life, and as Dr. Bapsi said, there is scientific evidence to back the use of such support groups in the care of cancer patients. We have seen that they have really helped the patients a lot. In India, so far, support groups have not been so popular for various reasons. Probably one of the important things being that cancer patients still like to keep all this information about diagnosis and the treatment that they are undergoing under wraps. Neither the family nor the patient likes to talk about it. But slowly they're coming out of it as they're realizing the positive impact that sharing and being part of a support group can have. So what happens here in support groups versus individual therapy is that they see others going through the same thing. So they get a lot of comfort knowing that others have gone through the same things. They share their concerns, they share their anxieties, they get lots of tips, informally, not sitting across a table and discussing with a doctor, but they get informally a lot of tips from discussing it with other people who've gone through the same thing. And so it kind of, helps them get some support, especially for emotional issues, a lot of unmet needs, like Dr. Bapsi was saying, which we are not discussing in the hospitals. Also, not only the patients, even the caregivers, the close-knit family, all of them benefit from this supportive care program. So their concerns, anxieties, all of that is addressed. And what we have seen is when we did a program last year, a lot of these patients, as part of this group, they share their skills, their hobbies, their interests, they come up with new things, they learn new things. And all of them came forward to put together a great show, showcasing their skills, some of the pictures of which we are sharing with you now. So overall, individual versus group therapy, there are certain aspects of group therapy that really helps patients cope very well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sandhya. Those pictures look amazing. The patients are so happy coming forward and doing these, wonderful activities. And it's really a joy to see all of them shining on the stage. We also have with us Dr. Sharada, who is a senior pathologist in a dental college. And she had been the first participant in our Joy of Life series. She is also the coordinator for the series, and she would love to share her journey with us today. Over to you, Dr. Sharada.
Yes, Dr. Lalita, thank you for the introduction. I have been attending supportive care sessions at Prameya since the last 2 years. And during my treatment, I started learning art. Many art forms I learned, like glass painting, Sanji art, Zentangle art. Art really improved my concentration and also helped me deal with a lot of mood swings which I had during my treatment. Then I lost some unwanted weight and I learned yoga asanas from of course, under the guidance from a dietitian and yoga therapist. And now I feel very light. I feel my body is very flexible, and I'm very, very physically active now. Then the sessions that I attended with psychologists really improved my positive attitude and my emotional well-being, and I'm a very strong emotional person today. The pranayama sessions really helped me deal with insomnia problems, which I was suffering since quite some years. So this is how all these sessions, supportive care sessions at Prameya really helped me during treatment and post-treatment also.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice to know, Dr. Sharada. And do tell us how you felt being a coordinator and interacting with all the patients in the Reboot Your Life group, and how you were able to bring them out and get them on stage to showcase their talents.
Oh, I enjoyed being a coordinator for the Joy of Life program since the last 1 year. I got an opportunity to meet many friends who have gone through the same journey as me. And when we spoke to each other, I realized each one had different hobbies, different interests, and which helped them, during the difficult times. And everybody had different hobbies like gardening, jewelry making, dance, art, music, etc. We learned from each other many things. We shared our experiences, and also we have all developed new hobbies. We have started doing gardening, we have started doing art, we have started learning art, we started making jewelry, etc. In the Joy of Life Fest last year, I got an opportunity to exhibit my artwork, and many of us got a platform to showcase our talent and work. And this Joy of Life Fest was organized by Prameya. And attending these supportive care sessions has benefited me and several others in the group. And as Dr. Lalita mentioned at the beginning of the session, small steps that I took during and after treatment have improved my physical, social, emotional well-being, and also lead a very good, healthy life.
Thank you, Dr. Sharda. So, dear viewers, I'm sure you have understood by now, after listening to our experts, that the impact of a support care group is tremendous. As you can see, each one got a chance to showcase their talents and got the confidence to face life bravely. Cancer is just going to be a chapter in my life book. It's not going to be the entire book. This thought is reinforced. The confidence is developed only when you're in the group, when you're along with other people going through this journey. So come on, let us all hold hands and move forward and give hope and support to each one. And do remember that we are also continuing our Joy of Life series. The second innings is going to start. We're going to have each of our patients come forward and talk about their special skills, their hobbies, and which expert has helped them to come out of this problem and how they are facing life bravely. Do not forget the first Saturday of every month. It's the Joy of Life season 2. Do tune in, keep safe, stay healthy.
Thank you.